Good afternoon, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tiffany, and you are now watching Sacred Seat TV. I'm coming to you live today to talk about life after partial hysterectomy. Um, it's not as scary as you think it is. So, let's get right into it, shall we? First and foremost, the recovery that I had, as I mentioned in the previous videos, was not as crazy as I thought it was going to be. It was very much so a breeze. I had my pain pills. I took my pain pills and I went and I sat down. So it all worked out in my favor. I had already, um, I had already formed it in my mind that this was going to be a life-changing event for me for the best. So that's basically how it's been. I set the tone for that to be so, and so it is. Shortly after I had the hysterectomy and I went through my recovery, I had to go back to my apartment that I was living in and I had to move out maybe like a month or so later. So I found another apartment, moved out of there. Mind you, now this is like a month post hysterectomy. I'm carrying heavy things, I'm pushing heavy things, had no issues whatsoever. I felt nothing whatsoever. I was not impacted in any way. The only thing that I felt was back pains, and that's just a result of getting older and trying to do too much and thinking that you're young like you used to be. No, that's not. So that's the only thing that I had. So I feel a lot more comfortable in my body. I feel more centered in my body. I feel more grounded in my body. But I also need to let you know that that's probably because I picked up yoga again. Like I used to do yoga back in the day. And after I had the surgery, I was thinking about how important it was for me to reconnect myself with my body, like mind and body. And so I started doing yoga. And I also realized that I needed to like get my blood flowing. And it was a way to do exercise without doing anything really strenuous because I wasn't supposed to be doing a lot post hysterectomy. Because you still pretty much need to give yourself probably like a year to heal before you start doing anything too crazy. And so basically, I've just been doing yoga these past it's now September, so it's been about 10 months since surgery for me. I've been doing yoga. I do go to the gym a little bit, but I do very light work like the leg lifts that you lift your leg backwards. I do the hip inductor machine. I run on a treadmill for like 5 minutes. And what else have I done? I've done the ab machine, but I use very lightweight, so it's pretty much just me versus my body, and that's how I want it to be. Like I should be strong enough to lift up my body and do all activity with my body without feeling any type of pain or resistance. That's why I started doing yoga. So that's been great. I haven't had many issues at all. I do still have like a little bit of soreness and pain on my left side, as we mentioned, 6 or 7 months prior to the partial hysterectomy. I did have that cystectomy to remove the cyst from my left ovary, and so I do still get a little soreness sometimes there. And then I also had that fibroid that was growing like a tree, like the pedunculated fibroid. It was also on the same side, so that's also contributing probably to some of the soreness that I feel. That's not really anything that's major. Like I have no major pains, nothing that's impacting me to the point where it's unbearable and I have to take pain pills at all. And I just thank God so much for that, because my situation could have been way worse. But, yeah, I don't have much going on at all. I'm making sure that I take care of myself. I have what I call a brew that I make, and there's a bunch of herbs and stuff in there. And I knew that, post hysterectomy, I wasn't going to be on that birth control anymore. I needed something to regulate my hormones. And also, I need to eat properly so that my hormones won't get too crazy and out of whack. So I've been making sure that I put good stuff in. I've also been making my brew to make sure that I keep my hormones regulated. I've also started back with meditation along with my yoga. And then just being able to go outside in the sunshine and, be around the green leaves and trees. And that also helps your mental. And so I did a lot of that, especially when I went back home from my recovery. We had a trail where I was living, and I would go outside on the trail and like walk around with my music just to be outside, because I couldn't do a lot. And so I would at least try to do that. That was my healing journey pretty much post partial hysterectomy. I took all of the natural elements and things that I knew that I could do for myself and made sure to utilize them, because there was a reason that I had been looking into all of this stuff and educating myself about it. Sex. So I'm going to be very brief on this, because I'm not really trying to put all my business out there like that, but everything works exactly as it should. I don't have any issues whatsoever. And that's all I'm going to say there. So ladies, if you're scared about it, I would say to just, before you go through the procedure, prepare yourself. So prepare your mind, prepare your body. Make sure you're taking care of your body. Make sure you're eating proper things. So that way when you go into recovery, you can carry all the things that you learned through recovery and into the rest of your life. So that's what I'm planning to do with everything that I've learned so far regarding women's health, hormone imbalance, all of those things, stress and anxiety. I am taking that along with me into my new life. And I will also be showcasing everything that I've learned here on this channel, because the goal is to help someone who does not have access to the information, just so, their situation could be better. So if I at least do that, I'd be happy with this. So that concludes everything for this video. Please let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. And if anybody's ever had a partial hysterectomy or any type of procedure, whether that be your uterus, your ovaries, your cervix, please leave a comment below and help the rest of us out. We're building a community here. We want to share the knowledge, pass it along. Thank you so much for watching Sacred Seat TV, and I'll see you in the next one.